Hello friends, today we'll be talking of two major statistical errors, that is the alpha error, which is also known as the type 1 error, and the other is the beta error, also known as the type 2 error. So I have actually depicted a scenario through which we can better understand these two errors. The scenario 1. So this is a scientist who thinks that his drug works. He tells, "My drug works. It's time to give it to patients." So there is another person who comes and tells him, "No, your drug doesn't. Your result is an error." So who is this man? I am the statistician and I believe in null hypothesis. So this is a statistician who always tries to prove his null hypothesis. So what is a null hypothesis? The null hypothesis says there is no significant difference between the trial and the control group. Means any intervention that is done is not significant until proven otherwise. So he always tries to say that there is no significant difference between the trial and the control group. He's saying, "I'm convinced only if my null hypothesis is proven wrong." So the statistician calculates to prove the null hypothesis, and if null hypothesis is correct, the result from the trial, which showed significant difference between intervention and control group, is discarded, saying that it is an alpha error or a bigger error. So he is saying that his hypothesis is correct, that is the null hypothesis. That means there is no significant difference between the two groups, which was falsely visible through the trial. So that trial had a major error known as the alpha error. So this alpha error or the type 1 error is bigger, just like the alpha personality. So it's very easy to remember an alpha error, a bigger error, a type 1 error, because it resembles the alpha personality, and is also known as the false positive error. So the statistician thinks that the null hypothesis should be correct and the trial is wrong, and that is when the alpha error comes into play. Now the statistician tells the scientist, "Yay, see, I told you, your drug doesn't work." The statistician rejects the scientist's significant result by showing that he had a major error in his study, named that error as an alpha error. So the scientist asks, "So how should I reduce this error in the study?" And the statistician says, "You have to reduce the cutoff of p-value. P-value is the probability that the null hypothesis is true, and lesser the p-value between the intervention and the control group, higher is the significant difference and lesser chance of an alpha error." So basically p-value is nothing but a probability that the null hypothesis is true. Just like the statistician who always wants to talk of the null hypothesis, he has also made a p-value which again talks about the null hypothesis. So we'll go for another scenario, scenario 2. Here the scientist tells, "My drug doesn't work. Am I correct?" Let's ask the statistician. And he is going to the statistician and asks, "Hello, my study says the drug doesn't work. Is it correct?" The statistician says, "Let's check. It might have a beta error." A beta error or a type 2 error is the error of accepting the null hypothesis when otherwise is true. It's not a statistician's favorite error, as he has to declare that his null hypothesis is wrong. So the beta error or the type 2 error is a smaller error according to the statistician, which also signifies that there was a false negative result through the trial. So the statistician wants to say that when his null hypothesis is wrong, it is actually a beta error. Now the scientist asks, how do I get rid of this beta error? And the statistician says, you have to increase the power of study. Power is the ability to detect a difference if the difference really exists. It can be increased by increasing the sample size, which obviously means more work. So if you want to prove the statistician's null hypothesis wrong, you have to go the difficult way for sure. Best of luck. Thank you.